Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now today, I'm going to be doing another discussion, and I'm going to be talking about, is Super Janemba stronger than Super Buu? And I'm going to be discussing Super Buu's base form when he, before any of his absorptions, really. Now, this is a topic that has been on fans' minds for years and years and years, and it's a very, very highly debated topic. There's been videos going out, and I'll link Black and Fist video where him and Kwame discussed who was stronger between the two of us, so I'll link that so you guys can check it out to get a different perspective. But here's my view on this. I've always thought that Janemba has always been stronger, at least a little bit, than Super Buu. And until recently, I've come for some evidence that would kind of disprove that fact. And I'm going to give it to you guys right now. The evidence that supports that Super Buu is in fact stronger than Janemba. I'm going to lay it out on the table right here. But before I go to that, we need to first analyze the movie a little bit. In the film, we know that Goku did state that Super Saiyan 3, he was only pushed this far by Fat Buu, Majin Buu, and he could only be referring to the Fat Buu because that's the only Buu he had fought at that point. So we know that Janemba's fat form was as strong, or around the same realm as Fat Buu in some aspects. But to move on from that, once he transformed, we do see that Goku did get some blows on Super Janemba. Now that's important. He did get some good blows earlier on in the fight, and I'm going to touch upon that later. Now to backtrack, here's why I think Super Buu is actually stronger than Super Janemba. This is the reason I say this, is because when Gotenks was starting to be born as a fusion for the first time, Goku had stated that he could have beaten Fat Buu when if he had the chance to. He had the chance to beat him. He said that. And once they fused, Goku knew before they fused that they were going to be enough to beat Buu. He knew that Goten and Trunks as a fusion was enough to stop Fat Buu. And he could only assume they'd go Super Saiyan. He wouldn't know they'd have the Super Saiyan 3 form, because the only reason the two boys fused and used Super Saiyan 3 is because Goku had demonstrated the transformation to them earlier on in this series. Now, to go on from that, we know that Goku only could know that they'd go Super Saiyan 1 because he was extremely surprised later on when he saw them as a Super Saiyan 3. So that would only mean to me that Gotenks is around, I'm not going to say equal to, weaker than, or greater than Goku, because there is no definitive evidence on that. But I think it's safe to say that Super Saiyan 1 Gotenks is around the same as Super Saiyan 3 Goku, seeing how they can both beat Fat Buu with, confidence. Now, to go on upon that, we have to go and look at the Super Buu fight, where Gotenks couldn't beat Super Buu. He was getting dominated in some situations as a Super Saiyan. Now, mind you, he did get some upper hands with the Super Ghost Kamikaze attack, but, I mean, that's a unique attack, and it's very hard to judge its power, but it is a very powerful attack, but it's basically his best attack. So it did do some damage to him, but it couldn't completely destroy him. But as far as raw fighting power, Gotenks was getting dominated by Super Buu. It wasn't even a fight. Now keep in mind that this Gotenks is a Gotenks that was training in the hyperbolic time chamber for I think about 6 weeks inside the time chamber. Now if you attribute that to Gotenks before the time chamber training, Gotenks had been around Goku's level before the training. So if he trains, he's going to obviously be pretty far above, because remember how much of a jump time chamber training gives you your first go inside of the chamber, if that makes sense to you guys. So Gotenks as a Super Saiyan has to be way above Goku at that point, in my opinion. And he didn't do so hot against Super Buu. And it wasn't until he went Super Saiyan 3 that he had the upper hand. So if you want to backtrack to the Fusion Reborn film, where we see that, in my opinion, in terms of raw fighting power, even though movies' speeds do go a little bit, they have to make the movies look a little bit faster because they're shorter. The way Janemba and Goku fought, I think Goku did a better job against Janemba than Gotenks did against Super Buu, and Gotenks is stronger than Goku, and Gotenks didn't do as good against Super Buu. So that would only, to me, make sense that Super Buu is actually stronger than Janemba. I can't say by how much, because I can give you guys an estimate, but it's not guaranteed, so I'm not going to waste my time doing that. So if you really want to go by multipliers, and there's a ton of different ones, but I think the most the most officially fan-accepted multiplier for Super Saiyan 3 is 400 times base. So if you want to compare the Super Saiyan forms of Gotenks, I mean, it's hard to say because it's an even stronger Gotenks that's fighting Super Buu. Super Buu's roughly, if Gotenks goes Super Saiyan 3 and is a little bit stronger than Super Buu, Gotenks is roughly, you know, if you divide 400, which is going to be the multiplier of the base form for Super Saiyan 3, if you divide that by 50, which is the Super Saiyan multiplier, that's 8. So he's roughly 8 to 7 times stronger than Gotenks based on multipliers. I know a lot of people find multipliers BS, and I can understand that. So you can kind of put Super Buu roughly around that amount stronger than Goku, even though the Super Saiyan Gotenks that we see fight Super Buu is stronger. I hope I'm not confusing anyone here, but I'm trying to get a lot of information out in a somewhat reasonable amount of time. So if you take that and go look at Super Buu, I can't imagine, based on how good Goku was doing against Super Buu in terms of raw fighting technique and power, I can't imagine Super Janemba being that much stronger than Goku. The reason Super Janemba was doing so well against Goku is because of his dimensional, you know, teleportation and all that, his bending of reality, his sword as well, and he had some very unique abilities to use against Goku, and that's the main reasons why I think he did win that fight. But I do think Janemba is stronger than Goku in terms of raw power. I just don't think he's a league ahead of him like Super Buu is to Gotenks. Like I said, I hope I'm not confusing anyone here because I am putting out a lot of information, so I hope it all makes sense. But yeah, those are basically the reasons why I think Super Buu, in my mind at least, is stronger than Janemba. If you guys have anything to counter this, please say so in the comments section, because I'd love to hear and discuss this with you guys, because this is an interesting topic, and it's a very hard topic to discuss, but I feel like the information I presented is kind of the only real good way to kind of, you know, dissect this battle, because the movie, we didn't see much happen, and we've never seen Goku fight Super Buu, so it's very hard to compare them. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.